Okay, we are going to do a released STAAR test passage from Princess for a Week by Betty Wren Wright. And before we start reading a passage, we should look at the title and make an inference on what it is going to be, what genre. The genre for this passage is fiction, meaning it is not real, right? It is imagination, not real. And the author's purpose for writing a fiction text is to entertain. We know that there's 3 different kinds of author's purpose, which is PI, persuade, inform, entertain. Okay, so we left off on author's purpose is to entertain. And so what we're going to do next is we are going to read this text. And while we are reading this text, we are going to find the main idea for every paragraph. I know that might seem like it's a lot of work, but it really is so that you don't have to reread the entire passage when you're answering the question. So it actually is going to save you some time by doing that. So just go ahead and do that, and it will save you a lot more time. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that. You don't have to go in and write a full other paragraph. You just kind of jot down your thoughts of what that paragraph was mostly about. Okay, so we'll start with paragraph 1. You don't even know for sure you're getting a dog, Jacob grumbled. We might be doing all this work for nothing. I do know for sure, Rhodey corrected him. I was there when my mom's friend Linda called this morning. She shows dogs for rich people, and she's taking one to a show in Philadelphia today. Her neighbor's supposed to come in and look after things when Linda's away, but the neighbor has the flu, so Linda needs someone to take care of her own dog, Princess, for a week. For Mom? My mom said okay, and Rhodey finished triumphantly. The minute I heard that, I remembered this doghouse. Still, a lot of work for 1 week, Jacob grumbled. Okay, so what happened in these it says 3 paragraphs, but we're going to lump it in one because this one 3 and 1 are really short. So what happened is Rhodey is hoping to take care of a dog, Princess, for a week. Oh, so that's where the title comes from, okay. And how is he going to go about taking care of this dog? Why? Because Linda is going away. Okay. So does that pretty much say what happened in paragraph 1, 2, and 3? Pretty much gives you the gist of it, gives you the main points. Okay, so that way you have your mind is thinking about the text, and that's the most important part. Okay, so 4. Rhodey didn't argue. He wanted a dog for as long as he could remember. Now he had a week to prove to his mom that he was old enough to take care of one himself. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and keep on reading and jotting down your thoughts on the side. For the sake of time, I'm going to go to the questions. But you should go ahead and circle anything that you see that's going to be a test question, right? So we're going to circle that. Okay, so now we're at the questions. What is Rhodey's reason for moving the doghouse soon after he overhears his mother's telephone conversation? So we're going to go ahead and find text evidence. And what is text evidence? It's the evidence that supports your answer. Okay, because although we might remember because we just recently read it, we always want to make sure that we got the answer correct, right? There's no point in getting an answer wrong just because we didn't go back and read. So with that in mind, we are going to look for this answer. Let's see, that was at the beginning, okay? So we're going to go all the way back to the front. And so we have the why the doghouse. Okay, how do we talk about the doghouse? The moment I heard that, I remembered this doghouse. And why did he remember that? Because he was supposed to gonna take care of her own dog, Princess, for a week. So he thinks they're gonna be able to take care of the dog, okay, for a week. Oops, sorry, I'm new at this. So we're gonna go back. And he thinks repairing the house will be a fun project. Doesn't have enough text evidence for that. He wants to spend time with Jacob before a new dog keeps him too busy. No. He is expecting to meet Princess on his way home with the doghouse. He wants to show that he can be responsible enough to own a dog. That is correct. There is enough evidence here that it says that he wants to prove to his mom that he is old enough to take care of one himself. Okay, so that is the reason why, and that question was found paragraph 2, paragraph 4. Okay, so we go ahead and write that here. Paragraph 2 and 4. Okay, so that's where we found the answer. We went back and we've underlined it as well, just so that our answer has text evidence that supports your answer. Okay, question 2. In paragraph 25, the word sputtered means. Okay, so we are going to circle paragraph 25 because anytime that an answer gives you a paragraph, we don't want to get those wrong because we just have to go back and read where the answer is. Okay, so I'm going to go back to paragraph 25. Here it is. 25. Rhodey blinked. Now just wait, he sputtered. You're not, you can't, you're not a dog. Smart kid, the girl said. You should be a detective. Okay, so what are my context clue here? He already blinked. Okay, that's a context clue. You're not a dog. Okay, so it looks like he is not sure. He's not feeling it. So we're gonna go back. Spoke in a confused way. Acted out in an amusing way. Made a polite suggestion. No. Moved at a slow pace. Spoke in a confused way because there is enough evidence there that says, now just wait, you're not, you can't, you're a dog. Okay, so he's kind of speaking in a confused way. Okay, so that was my text evidence. I went back and found my context clues. Question 3. Which of these is a lesson Rhodey learns in this story? So what is the lesson here? What's the lesson? Or what is the theme? What could we learn from it as well? Well, teamwork is important when trying to accomplish a goal. Relying on good friends is helpful in difficult situations. Drawing conclusions without enough information can lead to mistakes. People should not judge others by their appearance. He does use teamwork with his brother, but that wasn't really the lesson he learns. The lesson he learns is at the very end when he figures out that she is actually Princess, and she is a girl called Princess. I don't believe you. And now his dreams are shattered because he drawing conclusions without enough information can lead to mistakes. Okay, moving on. In paragraph 16 and 19, remember we're going to circle anytime we see any paragraphs because that's where the answer is. Rhodey's reaction to Princess shows that Rhodey is. So a reaction, how did he feel? What was his expressions towards Princess? It's going to show that Rhodey is appreciated, disappointed, inspired, annoyed by her comments. Let's go back to paragraph 16 and 19. The roof will be fine. I've got plans. The wagon began to move faster. Soon Rhodey almost had to run to keep ahead of it. When he looked back, he saw that Jacob was running too. The girl was out of sight behind the wagon, but when she spoke again, she wasn't panting at all. I'd never make a dog sleep in a doghouse, she said. I'd have it in my bedroom, right on my bed. Oh, what a pain what a pain she was. Stop pushing, Rhodey growled. This is where I live. So pain is not very positive, and growl, when you growl at someone, that's, you're pretty upset with them. So his reaction was annoyed by her comments, okay? He was very annoyed with her. He even told her, this is not your house. Okay, 5. How does Jacob know that the girl is telling the truth about being Princess? Okay, so we're going to go back and look for text evidence. Okay. And to support our answer, text evidence is here where he says, I just knew we were doing all this work for nothing. He poked Rhodey with his elbow. That's your bedroom she's talking about. He said, the bedroom with all the dinosaur posters. Maybe you're the one who gets to sleep in the doghouse tonight. Okay, so we have, she is able to describe Rhodey's bedroom. That was found in the last paragraph, and I went back and found that information. All of these other ones don't have enough text evidence to support it. Read these sentences from paragraph 26. I'll go back and read that. These sentences suggest that Princess thinks that. Smart kid, the girl said. You should be a detective. Well, I don't really remember what they said, so when you go back and read, you realize that she is saying that Rhodey's observation was obvious about saying she was not a dog. Which sentence best foreshadows what happens at the end of the story? Foreshadow means what gives a hint. The very beginning, what happened? His brother said, we might be doing all this work for nothing. Okay? It says at the beginning and at the end. So that is our text evidence. When we go back, it says here we might be doing all of this work for nothing.